Hey everyone, welcome to our next Dooley Deep Dive, where we unpack key social media trends and strategies that brands and marketers can use to make smarter decisions. My name is Lindsay Lesh, and I am the Associate Director of Strategy here at Dooley Social Studio. We are a full-service social media agency that really helps relational brands stand out and be remembered. Our work really blends strategic storytelling with tangible results. And so with that, my goal today is to share real, actionable insights and tips that you can put to work right away. So without further ado, today we're going to dive into why Black Friday is a social moment, not a sale. I think we can all agree that every year our feeds are just flooded with 50% off or BOGO promos with calls to action that are meant to make you feel like if you do not buy right this minute, you are missing the best deal of the year. And while that can be effective, here's the truth. When everyone is shouting about discounts, the brands that will stand out are really the ones that are striking the right balance between promotion and emotion. I think one of the top mistakes that I see brands and marketers make is forgetting that the opportunity isn't only those 4 to 5 days surrounding Thanksgiving. The lead up and the aftermath are just as important in shaping how your audience connects to your brand and if they will purchase your products again. That's really because for about 5 days from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday, we are all living in a lower funnel world. Our feeds are overflowing with urgency and offers. So instead of fighting for attention in that same crowded space, one strategy that we've seen work really well at Dooley for our clients is to shift focus up the funnel while competitors are all racing to the bottom. This can really help you cut through the noise and also take advantage of lower costs if you are running paid advertising. It can also help you improve your performance across the rest of Q4 because, well, we know these 5 days are really important. We also know that shopper behavior has shifted and your audience isn't only shopping on these 5 days anymore. So when you use storytelling to draw your audience in, creator and brand-led content that really expresses authenticity and community engagement to warm your audiences before the sale and keep them primed for purchase afterwards, you take your Black Friday strategy to the next level. And so with that, here are 3 of my top tips for winning this Black Friday season. Number 1, Black Friday shouldn't start on Friday. The brands that will win this time frame are those who are building attention and preference before competition and costs spike. That is when your audience is still open to discovery and they're not yet completely overwhelmed by promotions galore. So whether you started this in September or October or whether you're starting today, it's not too late. I think number 1, start testing creator content and brand storytelling ASAP to see what sparks interest with your audience so that you can build remarketing pools and gather creative learnings that will fuel your day of strategy down the line. For one of our retail clients that sells on Amazon, last year we started a creator-led campaign that was around 6 weeks before Black Friday. We partnered with creatives to show why they love the product and why they trust the brand, messaging that resonated with our audience without being too salesy. But we did make sure that they ended their videos with a clear call to action that lets them know where to find the product and that the products are up to X% off all season long. Then we used paid media to amplify the content, giving it a longer shelf life and keeping costs efficient. So by the time Black Friday hit, our audiences already knew who the brand was and they were primed for purchase, making every dollar spent work that much harder. This strategy, in tandem with all of their other digital marketing levers, led to an overall sales lift for the brand during the full duration of the campaign, not just the days of the sale. And this leads me to my second tip, be present, not pushy. So this goes back to balancing promotion with emotion. Discounts will drive transactions during the days of the sale for sure, but emotion will drive decisions and habits far beyond a tentpole event. The brands that are really winning during Black Friday aren't necessarily the loudest, the most in your face about their offers. You don't need to have 500 versions of creative with hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad spend to be successful. What's more important is breaking through the noise and making your audience feel something about your brand and your products. Use both creator and brand-led content to humanize your message. Have creators talk about how they use your product in their daily routines or what makes it a go-to gift this season. On your brand channels, make sure you're spotlighting the stories behind your products, the moments that they enhance, especially if you can tie those moments to the season. And then, of course, highlight your special offers and promotions, but just don't make that all that you do or all that you talk about. And that brings me to my final and third tip: keep the momentum going after the sale. Many brands will go pretty quiet once Cyber Monday ends, but that's really when some of the best opportunities show up. The audiences who have engaged with your content, even if they didn't buy, are now a warm audience that's waiting to be nurtured and retargeted. So use that post-sale window to nurture those audience relationships. That might look like highlighting customers' unboxing videos, sharing now that you have it content, or using creators to show off how they're enjoying their purchase with before and after videos, or showing how your products fit into their everyday life. Whatever it is, the goal is to shift from transaction mode to connection mode, because those relationships are what fuel your momentum the other 360 days of the year, which are just as important. So if this kind of strategic storytelling approach sounds like something you'd like to explore for your own brand, we would love to support you in building your next social strategy that will really help you break through the noise and drive results for your brand. You can either visit our website or you can reach out to one of us directly to start a conversation. And also make sure that you keep an eye on your inbox for our next Dooley Deep Dive and our next live webinar, which are both coming soon. Thank you for your time.